Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick recording of some of my favorite warm weather foods for when you don't want to turn your stove or oven on. We just got over one of the craziest heat waves in Portland, Oregon here. It was 117 degrees and a lot of people don't have air conditioning. So I had a lot of clients asking me, what the heck do I eat because I can't turn on my stove or my oven because it's going to heat up my house even more. So I just wanted to do this quick video to help inspire you, get creative. Since we're only at the beginning of the summer, hopefully we won't have that crazy heat wave again, but it's always good just to think about new recipes to try and things to incorporate when it is really warm out and still, try to be nutritious. So first and foremost, raw fruits and vegetables. This is an easy one, but this is a great opportunity to have some raw vegetables, especially. Different vegetables have different attributes, whether raw or cooked. So for a lot of people, they're only eating cooked vegetables, and the cooking process actually does decrease a lot of the nutrients. So it's a great opportunity to increase your raw vegetable intake. Certain vegetables like tomatoes, for instance, actually increase in certain nutrients like lycopene, which is an antioxidant with anti-cancer benefits when it's cooked. So definitely increasing, the raw veggies, but also having a combination of raw and cooked is great. But since we're talking about hot weather, let's go with the raw vegetables so we don't have to heat up the oven. Some great things to eat these with are hummus. Hummus is excellent. It's chickpeas, so you're getting some extra fiber and some extra protein in there. You could also do something like a black bean dip. If you have some black beans on hand, I really like these ones from Eden. Just blitz those up with, some cumin, some lime, some salt, and that creates a really great little dip that you can dip some veggies into. You can also, of course, just eat these on their own. So raw fruits and vegetables are a great snack, great to add to your breakfast. Anything like that is super. So salads are another great option, and this is a great chance to get a lot of dark green leafy vegetables in, which most people don't eat nearly enough dark green leafy vegetables. So you could do spinach, you could do arugula, you could do different kinds of lettuces. You can also do like a kale salad, and with kale salad, it's great because you can massage it with some lemon, some oil, and it actually lasts really well in the fridge. So you can make a big batch and just add whatever toppings you want when you're ready to eat it. And that's a great way to get some of those really nutrient-dense greens into your diet. You can also do something called chia pudding, which if you haven't tried chia pudding yet, I highly recommend you try it. Basically, it's chia seeds and you soak them for a few hours or overnight in some nut milk or some oat milk, and it turns it into this pudding consistency. And it's a great option for breakfast. Again, no cooking required. Chia seeds are high in healthy fats. They have plant-based sources of omega-3 fats. They're high in fiber, great for gut health. So increasing, your chia pudding intake might be a good option if it's feeling hot and you don't want to cook up some eggs or something like that. You can top it with some fruit, some nuts, some seeds, kind of get creative. It's a bit of a blank slate, which is why I love it, because you can switch it up based on what you're feeling that morning or whatever you want for a snack. You don't have to have it in the morning, of course. Overnight oats are another option. So same idea as the chia, you're soaking it for a few hours overnight, and then you can, top it as you would your regular oats, but of course we're not turning up the stove and increasing the heat in our house. So that's another option as well. Smoothies are a great option, and that's a great way to get a lot of nutrition into one meal. So you can add spinach, you can add different kinds of things. Some people like to add like cauliflower and zucchini and put some fruit in, which kind of covers the taste of those. But smoothies in general are great. You can add some protein powder in there to make sure you're getting protein. Add some healthy fats like flax seeds or chia seeds. You can add some peanut butter in there. Berries are great. They're low glycemic and really nutrient dense. So there are so many different smoothie recipes out there. I'm sure you can find one that you love. But smoothies, of course, are also great for when it's hot out. They're cold. They taste good. You can also freeze them into molds and make popsicles from them as well. So that's an option too for a nice sweet treat. Another option to make is bean salad. So again, you know, I have these black beans here, but you could do chickpeas, you could do cannellini beans, you can do any kind of beans you want. Add some vegetables in, make a yummy vinaigrette and just stir it all up. And that's a great option as well, really high in fiber. Great for gut health, and you're getting some plant-based protein there as well. So that's an option if you wanted to have something like that for a meal. And then proteins, I find a lot of people, you know, that's the thing they struggle with the most, is getting the proteins in when you don't want to turn on your stove, you don't want to turn on your oven, because typically proteins we need to cook. So I've already mentioned beans a couple times. Canned beans that are already cooked, you just rinse them, drain them. Those are a great option, but some other options are canned wild salmon, which I have here. You can see this is just from Trader Joe's. They have a great price on it. You can make this into a salmon salad. I have a recipe for that on my website, gracefunctionalnutrition.com. If you're interested, you can also just throw this on a salad. So I was talking about those green leafy veggies, making it into a salad. You can throw some tuna on there or some salmon and get some extra protein from that. And of course, we're getting all those healthy omega-3s with that as well. We also can use oysters. So I love this Crown Prince brand. They have a lot of really great stuff. These are smoked oysters, so they're already cooked, and I'll just eat these with, you know, some crackers or some hummus, and it makes a really great snack, or even a meal as your protein. So that's an option. Same thing with sardines, which I was really nervous about trying for a long time, but I actually like them. So if you are like, I don't even want to try them, or you haven't tried them, give them a go and just see if you like them, because they are really nutrient dense. And again, they're a smaller fish, so they're going to be lower in mercury than something like tuna, which is a bit bigger. Hard-boiled eggs are another great option. So of course you need to cook these, but if you have an Instant Pot, that is a great way to actually cook food without heating up your whole kitchen. So hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot is one of my go-tos. You can just throw 6 in there, throw 12 in there, and then, you know, cook them and have them in your fridge ready to go. And that's a great option when it's really hot out as well. So definitely utilize your freezer during this time. Some of the little tricks I like to do are to freeze a bunch of grapes and just have them in my freezer. They're easy to just pull out, munch on, they're cooling, they're sweet. So that can be an option as well when it's really hot out. Freezing bananas as well, so cutting them into little coins, freezing them in the freezer, and then pulling them out and using them for smoothies is a great option. You can also make them into a dairy-free ice cream. So, you know, throw them into a food processor, a little bit of nut milk, and blend it all up, and you can make kind of like a nice cream. So that's a fun way to use some frozen bananas, and again, it's cooling and it tastes good. Also, you can get creative with some no-cook recipes. So think of things like gazpacho, or things like spring rolls, where you don't really need to cook the ingredients in there, but they're fun and they're different, and so you can kind of get creative with that kind of thing. If you do have a grill, then you might, depending on how hot it is, might want to just grill up, you know, a big batch of vegetables and proteins, and then just have it in your fridge ready to go as well. And last but not least, focus on hydration. So a lot of people are chronically dehydrated. They're not drinking enough water. So especially when it's hot out, we really want to make sure we're upping our fluid intake. And one of my favorite things to do with this is to actually infuse water with mint. And mint has a very cooling effect. So you could do mint and cucumber. And what you would do is just put it into a big jar, put some water in a big jar in the fridge, add your mint, add your cucumber, and just let it sit and keep it in the fridge. And then you can just pour it out into a glass when you're ready, sip on it. It tastes great. It's gonna help hydrate you and keep you cool. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope it helped inspire some creativity for when you don't want to turn your stove on, don't want to turn your oven on, and you're still trying to eat healthy. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.